Hi, everybody. Welcome to our team Zoom. I'm actually in the company of awesomeness, and a lot of them aren't going to share because we just got here. Justin's dog's barking, but we got Cherise Matthews in the house. Say hi to my team. It's my team.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, guys! Hi, team. Yay! Look at Justin Rose's beautiful wife. Hello. Yay! And look at this Christmas tree, everybody. This is just gorgeous. So here comes the awesome. This is my team. Hi, guys! Yay! Hi, team. Hi, team.
What's up? It's a little different.
You want to walk upstairs and show me? I'm going to have Justin explain something really quick.
No, we'll go right in.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I know some of you are wondering why we have raised the price of Protandim. Is this the way?
Yep.
Look, wait, really quick.
Hey, guys. Say hi to Rocky.
I wanted Justin to be able to explain it because I know some of you are a little concerned. I'm actually not concerned because I know what it's doing and it's still a dang good price. But Justin, if you could share why we raised the price on
First of all, hello, happy holidays to everyone. So yeah, when we took on the free shipping initiative, we looked at a lot of different ways that we could kind of really get to that point where we could still afford to do free shipping without taking away from the comp plan or some other area. And really pricing for us, Protandim was $50 before it became a network marketing company. So it was at that, it's always been right at that $40 to $50 price range. And when now that Protandim is a little bit more of a full story, one of the hard things is to differentiate, well, why is the NAD $54.99 and why is the Nerf 1 $49.99 and the Protandim Nerf 2 $40.99. Some people see price as a way to distinguish between the quality of the product or what the product's going to do. And so as we continue to kind of move into this new world of activating a lot of different pathways, we thought pricing was really important to be consistent across the board. So with Protandim Nerf 2 jumping up to $49.99, you know the company's saving some money now. And we were able to take away from not increasing the price of the Protandim NAD Synergizer, so it's going to stay at $49.99, and our Nerf 1 has always been $49.99. And with that increase in price, now it allows us to provide free shipping to all our subscribers. You'll never pay shipping again, which is awesome. So at any time of the month, you need more product or something that maybe you would have put off until the next month. Now it's just not even a decision. You just put it in your basket, check out, and the product's coming to you. And the free shipping now also applies for those that maybe just order occasionally. As long as they get to a $100 threshold, then now they qualify for free shipping too. So paying for shipping should be something in the past. And when we looked at it, for those customers and distributors right now that were ordering one Protandim Nerf 2, with the shipping costs that they were paying right around $48, maybe $47, $48. So that price increase for them, what they're going to see at the end of the day is maybe $1, maybe a little more than $1 increase. If you're ordering 3 or more, we have a 3-pack. We have the Tri-Synergizers that are bundled together, Protandim Nerf 1, Nerf 2, and the NAD for $125.99. And we're also going to offer that for our Nerf 2 subscribers. So if you want 3 Nerf 2s, if you're in, we have a lot of people in the horsing community or that still give their pets Nerf 2, the actual product. And if you're ordering multiple products like that, then you can find a really good deal by ordering the 3-pack. That 3-pack, you'll actually, with the free shipping now, you'll save a little money. So, man, I can't even tell you how long we like looked at different options and looked at different ways, but this was the easiest way to help us with our pricing strategy, to help us with the future story. You can see the real challenge right now is to bring people along that have been used to the pricing before. But when we start to look forward, and as you introduce new customers and distributors, they don't know any different, and it's going to make complete sense to them. It's going to help simplify the story. It's going to help really tell the consumer that those Protandim products are all equally relevant in activating your pathways. So there's not a pricing differentiation that could confuse that message. So overall, we're really excited about it. We think it simplifies the message. It gives us the ability to be one of the only, if not the only, free shipping network marketing companies in the industry, and just really kind of help simplify that story. So I don't know if that helps.
Dang, wow, thanks. I'll be out there soon. You're amazing. Isn't that awesome? We have such an incredible leadership. I'm here in Salt Lake City, and I gotta say that I feel so blessed to be able to, to run with this company. I'm telling you, we are really doing things that nobody else is doing. And even the compliance, we got into a crazy talk today with Eric Marchant, and we're the only ones that are really protecting ourselves, which is huge. And I know it's hard. Let me take my glasses off. I know it's hard to swallow some of these things like the new pricing and the compliance, but let me tell you, moving forward and looking forward to the new people coming on and the protection of not only these products and what they do for people, because it's crazy, but also what this is going to be doing for your future with your family and the time freedom and all of that. So I'm just going to give you a couple announcements before we start. Let me see. Let me make sure. Is there a way that I can see myself instead of you, Aaron, chewing on some yummy food? There isn't.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. I'll stare at you while I talk. I'm actually, that's good. Okay, so you guys want to hear the best thing ever?
Swipe left or right. Sorry, Daisy. Swipe left or right on your phone. You should see a whole bunch of people. You just got muted. Sorry. Let me unmute you. There. Now try unmute yourself. Sorry.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. I had this whole idea of having all these people share what they do every day and do this, but we literally just pulled up, and I just kind of feel, I don't know, it just feels funny to have everyone jump on my team call after we worked really hard today. It was a little crazy. But some great news for us in Hawaii. Are you ready for this? We are going to, they just agreed, I sat with Skylar, Kelly, and Justin, and they agreed to basically every other month have someone come and teach a training to us in Hawaii. Now this is huge because we can't go to regionals, but we can fly to Oahu, or if you're on Maui, fly to Oahu. If you're on Oahu, drive to wherever this training is going to be, where we can learn from the elites, and they're going to pay for the elites to come. They are going to pay for the room. This is huge. And we have worked tirelessly because, as some of you know, most of you on this team, in the beginning, we would get on a plane and fly to Oahu. And because of that sacrifice, and because we showed up and treated this like a business, again and again and again, we were able to succeed over and over, because a lot of you know, this isn't always the easiest business to do. You have to grow yourself. You have to be able to push through your own fears, your own boundaries, on what you can, you can accomplish, and what you think you can accomplish. And these trainings are crucial. So isn't that awesome? You guys just I don't know if you're as excited as I am, but I am so excited because this is big. This is going to give you guys the upper hand to stay connected and stay motivated and all of that. So the end of January, you guys, we pushed and pushed, and we're going to have one at the end of January before Cancun. So this is good news, really good news. Now, a couple more announcements. I know that Sky has already qualified for Pro 5 Summit. Nina needs to qualify this month. What is Juju saying? Oahu, Kauai, Maui. They're only going to do one, Juju. I want them to do them all, but we are only going to be able to do Oahu so that we can focus on a bigger room, bringing the elites in. And we need to, it's the same story. We need to have goals, show them that we're serious, show them that we're going to do this. And I know there is a giant team growing on Oahu, which makes it easier. But us Kauaians are going to have to fly, and us Mauians are going to have to fly. And yes, thank you, Carrie. Cheap flights right now on Southwest. It's like $39. I just flew the whole world back and forth. Anyways, what I was going to say, because now I'm getting off my track, is Nina Weber needs to qualify this month. So I want all of us to get behind Nina, send her texts, whatever you need to do to help her to, we already know she's got it. This girl is a leader, is an elite waiting to happen. But you know, it's just good to have that extra from all these people that love and support you, Nina. We know you can do it, and we love you. But today I'm just going to talk a little bit. I was actually going to interview some of you, but I don't think that's very fair because I didn't give you any warning. I'd like to, but I just kind of want to talk about what it's going to take this next year. The company, you guys, I've never been to corporate before. And today I was blown away by what kind of rock solid foundation we have with this company, from the leadership to, you know, the things they have in place for us, to the, you know, the experience that each person brings to the ship that's coming into a new decade. We have everything ready for success. We just do. So what I want to challenge you guys in is to make some realistic goals for 2020, but even stretch yourself. Because I think what I do, and I do this and I think everybody does, we say, okay, we're going to get in complete shape. We're going to be in the best shape ever. We're going to lose weight, whatever it is. We're going to make this much money. We're going to have this many distributors. And I always set unrealistic expectations for myself, and I fail over and over and over again. So what I want you guys to do, okay, these are actually, here we go.
They want to talk to you.
Okay, I need to know what is your goal for 2020, and what can you help them to, my team, our team, to say. This is Cherise Matthews, Pro 8, soon to be Pro 9.
I've been called Pro 9 all week, so you know what? I'm just going with that.
I love it. Yeah,
well,
share.
Okay, so I haven't started like mapping out my goals yet because I'm finishing out really strong on this year first. But you guys, I've been reading this book called Atomic Habits, and I swear, by James Clear, I'm fired up about it because what he says is that, you know, we all have goals, but what systems do we have to get there? For instance, all the NFL teams all have the same goal of reaching, you know, the championship, but what system do they have to get there? And so I was given a meeting the other night, and this is what came to my mind was this. I asked him, I said, may I be so bold as to ask, do we all have the same goal when it comes to health? Do we all want to be 100 years old and totally vibrant and healthy, and we have our mind and we have our body and we're strong? Everyone's like, yes, because nobody wants to be sick. Okay, so we have that goal, and do we not all have a goal? I don't care who you are. We all have a goal that we would like to be financially independent, right? And if we all have that, but what systems do we have to get there? So do you have a system right now to be totally, you know, vibrant and healthy? Listen, I'm not saying that this is what, because of compliance, that it's going to make you that. But what I'm saying is that what you're doing right now is not going to get you either one of those. Well, that's the wrong system. And we've got a system here to do that. And so that's what fires me up. And also in this, he says, to totally make it part of your identity. And it hit home because this is the deal. When something is your identity, you will follow through with it. Not like I want this, but instead, this is who I am, right? So if, for instance, okay, you know, if you want to lose weight, instead of saying, oh, I'm trying to lose weight, instead you're like, I'm going to do what fit, healthy people do because I want to be a fit, healthy person, or I am a fit, healthy person. And so attaching your identity, and what I've realized in this business is a lot of people have a problem with being a network marketer. This is your identity, okay? When you become bulletproof with network marketing and what this can offer, then it's your identity, then you just become it. And this is what you do. And this is the best way I've seen. I mean, let me tell you what, as we were talking, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because people are like, oh, you're a Pro 9. Well, you know what? I am so fortunate to be a paid Pro 8 from the very first month I've ever hit Pro 8, which is 6.5 years ago. For 6.5 years, I have maintained a Pro 8 paid status. That is insane.
Goosebumps. Yeah.
Right?
And I think what you said is so important to hear about when you make it your identity, being consistent. It's not like this chore, like I gotta be consistent. I have to do this every day. I gotta find the time. It just becomes you. You have time to be in the car and to drive to work. You're gonna also have time, not to text while you drive, but to make that follow-up call or to strategize in your mind what you're going to do. And that's, I think, is key. And you know what makes your identity easier to maintain a network marketer is by collecting a check. because then you're realizing that, oh my gosh, this is real. I can do this. I can tell people about this, whether it's your health too, but your wealth, something magical happens when you're doing that.
And one more thing, if I may add.
Do it.
The other thing is that become a biohacker, not just the title of the biohacker. You guys, I have been like binge listening to biohacking podcasts. You guys, that's all they're talking about is NAD. They're talking about oxidative stress, lowering it. They're talking about reducing inflammation. They're talking about all of these different hacks of your life that you can become healthier. And when I realized, I'm like, I am a biohacker. I mean, the way I eat, listen, once in a while here.
We had some cookies today.
And we had some cookies today. But for the most part, I am chopping up veggies for my sons. And, my 17-year-old's eating like crazy amounts of spinach. It's like most kids don't eat spinach. But I have red light therapy in my house, right? I've got, I work out every day. I swim. I have a Peloton. We're hacking our health so that we can live this life. So I'm not just talking about biohacking. I don't want to be a biohacker. That's my identity. So when I'm talking with someone, I have bulletproof belief that what we have is the real deal with the science behind it. So in both of that, being a biohacker and being that healthy person, and then also being the network marketer, collecting a check, right? That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So don't just want it, become it, and then it'll follow.
Amazing. And did you know she's actually 80? Talk about biohacking. I'm just kidding.
Okay, bye, you guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Cherise. Love you. I'll see you in a sec. Okay. So the other thing, I love what she said, make yourself a goal to just biohack. If it's something that maybe it's like to get 15 distributors in 2020 might be a lot for you, then make it 3 distributors, but I am going to become a biohacker. For me, my goals are huge for 2020, and I'm going to write them down. I'm going to put them everywhere. I'm more fired up than I think I was on the first day I signed up or I realized what we had. And the reason is because I've been able to make this my identity, you guys. Some of you see my stories, and I'm sure some of you are like, I can't believe she's doing this. But I have just become this because it's changed my life, and it's changing your guys' lives. It is. The ones that are collecting a check and are doing this day in and day out, and you're feeling the products, this becomes your identity. And I love what she said, to just make it happen, whether it's listening to podcasts and making it happen or any of that. But this is big, you guys. So 2020, I really want to encourage you to make this a priority, to write the goals, and then figure out what you're going to do every day to get there. Open up your business every day. What does that look like for you? Whether it's 10 minutes, 3 hours. Some of you have your kids are in school all day and you have more than that time. The more you put into this, the more you're going to get out. But I really want all of you to succeed. And you know that that's our heart, is that you guys can all succeed and get to where you want to go. I feel like I shouldn't take up too much time. I can't see what time it is, but does anyone have any questions? Like while I'm here, I wanted to have everyone share, but it didn't happen. Everyone's having too much fun, which I get. We worked hard today. But does anyone have any questions? Does anyone want to unmute and ask me any question? Anything? Oh, I'm looking at all you guys. You're all so pretty. I love it. Justina, that picture of you is incredible. I need to get one like that. Hi. Hi. I hear somebody.
That's actually me. I made it so people can unmute themselves.
But perfect.
Daisy, I loved that point about becoming your identity, right? That was awesome. That way it's, because I can resonate. There's things that I do because I'm compelled to. That's my identity. So if this becomes that, then we'll do it, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Daisy, I have something to add to that.
Yes, please.
In that same thing as like just being it, taking on the identity, I think also when setting those goals, putting it as like a gratitude thing. Like, I'm grateful that I made $5 trillion this year, or I am grateful, like already manifesting it as if it's already happened, instead of like the goal, like I want to reach this, or I want to attain this, like I'm grateful I got the house this year, or I'm grateful I was able to make my car payment, kind of in that sense.
And even if you don't want to have making trillions of dollars, I'm grateful that I have biohacked my health. You know, all the little things. I mean, we are at the front of this opportunity, and we're so blessed to be able to do that, to be able to be at the front. It's just, it's mind blowing.
Absolutely.
Daisy,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
So you mentioned that you guys gonna have some training in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Is it possible? How about our East Coast? Because, you know, we would love to have some trainings as well. Maybe, you know, closer. Maybe we can drive to New York. Or is it anything going on in our, you know, East Coast region?
Yes. So there is regionals that are coming up. I believe it's from March to June, and we haven't secured all the dates, but that's definitely going to be, that's why we had to do something special for Hawaii, is because we can't necessarily fly. We could, but I mean, you know, it's a 5-6 hour flight. But it's definitely going to be a short flight away for anyone in the US where these regionals are. I'm pretty sure Florida's on the map. I'm not sure yet. They're still solidifying where it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be accessible for you. So thank you for asking that. I love that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to it.
I know, it's so exciting, and it's just amazing what happens when you show up to these. Some of you know the story. I showed up to my first one kind of with my arms crossed. I wasn't even really involved in it yet. I was, you know, not my identity. I was kind of embarrassed to even say that I bought into the business when I first started. And I walked in, and Sonny Belanger, he was a pro 8 then, something he still is, but he was up there, and by the end of it, I was on the edge of my seat, because they make it where you realize that you can access the same kind of success doing what they did. And that is such a beautiful thing, because these people are normal people that just did the system enough over and over and over again, and were consistent with little amounts of time over and over and over again, where they were able to you know, to have success. So that's what you're going to learn. And you're going to get tons of tools. So thank you so much for reaching out. And I'll let everybody know when it comes up. Hi.
Sure. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sandy. Yeah, I'm on my way to boot camp. So
go, Sandy.
I'm in California traffic. We just came back from building depth in St. George, Utah, and there were 23 elites there. And I just wanted to add that it is about how we work our day, but it's also about the people that we never say no to. So say somebody that isn't interested right now, put them on the calendar for 60 to 90 days. And they're talking about the people that, it's not necessarily the people and distributors they get, it's the ones that they get and they get. And how to be a great teacher. I teach you, you teach them, they teach them. And I am so proud to be part of this company. And the touching families that spoke in front of 250 people. It's only $46 for 2 days, and it's put on by Marcel and Blue. And we stayed in Sherry Hollenbeck's Airbnb that was in Mesquite, Nevada. I met people from all over the United States. It's like, what this company is all about. I cannot say enough great things about making sure that we use our tear-off sheets. We now have new tear-off sheets that have the NAD on it, and that we're a $1 billion company in sales. And it just is a little more fine-tuned. But I just wanted to add that I'm so proud of everyone on this call, and where we're going in 2020 is going to be huge, huge. Okay. I love you guys.
Yay. Anybody else want to share before we jump off? Bonnie says.
Daisy, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Could you tell me?
I lost you.
I was trying to mute the other person, and it electronics don't always work.
How do you keep up with all your follow-ups when you have so many 7,000 people under you?
That's a really good question. You know, I follow up with my people personally. I think I've got about 9 people that are actively going for it. I've got a ton of people following up, but I just add that to my daily mode of operation. I follow up with at least one person a day, and I've done that since 7 years ago. You know, when I got in February, will be 7 years. And so
Wow.
that's just part of my daily mode of operation. And I've gotten really good. You know, the more you do it, the easier it is. And I think that that is so important. And people usually will leave the follow-ups to maybe 1 day a month, or they do, you know, 1 a week. But it's like riding, you know, maybe not riding a bike, because once you learn, you can always learn. But if you've ever started to do it consistently over and over again, or you will not excel. And it's the same thing with follow-up. Follow-up is daunting, and you never know what to say. But once you do it more and more, it's just like you get better and better at it, and it becomes.
That's great. That's great advice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna go get back to the party, but it was so fun hanging out with you today, and I just appreciate all of you. I appreciate you taking the time to make this happen for your future. And Leilani is asking where we get the tear-off sheets. That's a great question.
On the building depth site, you can go to the top. I also have a huge pad of them. I can post back, front and back, and put it on global. I mean, or the Hawaii, so that you at least get a look at it and you can change what's on there. But you can get it on the building depth site, or Vandy and Sam, any of the leads that are, and of course Marcel. He loves to sell them.
I know.
But
we're a big leg for him.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, you too. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next week. Take care.